What's up, people? It's me, the B-Man. I'm here coming at you live from the World Record Podcast Studios. I'm here with my boy, Mikey Kampmann. Hello.
Hi, guys.
Welcome to another episode. This is now, if you're not a Patreon subscriber, you're not going to know who. I'll tell you, Mikey, because you weren't here. So last week we were calling around. I was here with Chris Fairbanks. We were calling around on the phones, goofing around, and then we called a clothing store skate shop. Is it like a skate shop?
Something of that genre.
We had our intention was to have a positive phone call, and then we called, and this guy Stephán answered the phone, and he's super positive. So I invited him to come on the show. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, guy from the phone, Stephán. Not far off from what I thought you would look like. I thought there could have been a dreadlock situation.
A lot of people get that vibe from me for sure. It's when I come up on the phone and I start talking like this, you know.
Yeah,
you got a wonderful basso voice.
I definitely utilize it. The ladies love it.
Yeah, ladies like a deep, manly voice, I guess. Huh? So we got Stephán on the phone, and he gave some positive, inspirational, what would you call it?
It was a very endearing moment, yeah. And very hopeful. At the very least, you know, like the broad message of it was, you know, I've always put the concept of, you know, being the light in the darkness to a high pedestal. And, you know,
here
we go.
Come on, don't kill his flow.
No,
he's saying something.
I feel like he needs this kind of music under when he talks.
I need this. So, you know, this brings me back to 1967 when I...
Can I get a little more Stephán, Brendon?
Sure.
No, but the broad topic was essentially, you know, like the call very much woke me up and made me realize that I shouldn't hold these words in, you know, like sometimes there are people that are just like me and they need to hear the right things in the right moment, and we have more reasons to give up in a world like this rather than not, you know, and we lose track of where our sight goes, where our focus is, but, you know, sometimes it just needs a little bit of a realigning, you know, a little bit of chiropractic love, you know, in a sense, and, you know, I'm always here to share that. There's going to be an infinite currency that I can never see going away, you know, and that's what I'm here for, baby. 2025. Say the name, say it loud.
Stephán.
So
the music got antsy at the end. So that's
Stephán. Is that your birth given name?
So yeah, that's my Russian name. That's what my close people call me. That's my family. In the States, I am a humble Steven.
Okay.
But in the artist industry, though, I am known as Gold Lotus. I'm very much in the background, very quiet in the scenes. I don't know if you guys have heard of a artist in the past named like Flying Lotus. It was kind of a coincidence when, you know, I really learned about him. I actually like first really indulged myself in what he did in the past and how far he's gotten, especially in college. I had to do like a whole little like project, and I came across Flying Lotus. I was like, you know, I've tinkered and thought with this person, with this individual in the past, but I didn't realize how much I relate with him. You know, he's always in the background. You know, he's in those very important rooms. Like you could picture, you know, Kendrick Lamar being in the same room. You know, like Jay-Z, big heads,
Puffy,
and right.
I could listen you talk forever, just about anything you want, man.
That's good. I'm gonna be rambling, man. I hope I don't make you snooze.
Well, Mikey, let me introduce everybody to Mikey too. Mikey hasn't been on the show ever. Oh man, that's
world record.
Yeah. Were you ever on the Bone Zone?
No.
What the hell? Well, you're here now. So Mikey Kampmann, funny guy, met you 20 years ago probably, right?
Yeah.
Wow.
Something like that.
That's about 15, 20 years ago.
And you're known for the Too Wet Crew. You do stuff with DJ Doug Pound, Pound House,
Never
Never
Pound
been in a
House.
pound house?
No Pound House, no Bone Zone. There's a
Damn.
theme here.
Damn.
Absolutely.
What have you been up to lately, Mikey? You just sailed around the world.
I did do a big sailing trip. More recently, I did an open mic on Wednesday night
Where was that?
on Ventura, California.
What was the venue?
I mean, as good as the sailing trip was, the open mic probably is the leading story.
Okay.
I'd say.
So what was that all about?
Just a good dive bar, like a true under the radar dive bar. I've been living in Ventura County for 7 years, have not seen any signs of a comedy scene, and then all of a sudden go to a karaoke bar and they're like, "Oh, it's comedy night," and there's a whole scene of comedians that are there every Wednesday night, and it was.
Why don't you do your set for us? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. You know him from Two Wet Crew, but not the Bone Zone World Record Podcast or Pound House. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the stage. He just sailed around the world, and now he's here to make you laugh. Here he is, Mikey Kampmann.
Hey, good evening. Hey, it's a hot crowd here tonight. Yeah, hot crowd. I took an edible cocaine about 10 minutes ago.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's going to be a good show. So I've been doing comedy for 10 years, and it's not going well. I'm here at comedy. That's how it started.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Shit.
You know? And it was the type of room where supposedly if you get one laugh, you did very well.
You made
Did
it.
you,
made it, yeah.
how'd you do?
I got 5 laughs.
Oh, man, so you're
Oh,
5
wow.
times better than everyone else. Now, was there anybody that stood out to you, good or bad?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Hecklers,
Oh, yeah.
hecklers.
So we filmed the whole thing. So
Okay.
a buddy and I went together. He had never done stand-up before. Imagine that. Imagine your first time, you know?
Yeah.
He brings his whole family.
I destroyed my first
Did
time.
you?
Go ahead. I actually did okay the first time, yeah.
Yeah. Do you remember a joke you told during your first set?
It wasn't very jokey. I was talking about, I think it was like 99, and there was a lot of extreme advertising where they were like the Mountain Dew commercials, and I was basically talking about there was like some kind of KFC bowl or some kind of just like food that was like in your face and daring you to eat it, and it's like it might kill you. I don't remember like any specifics from the thing. It was just more of that's what I was talking about.
What was the setting?
You know where it was? It was at the upstairs at the Ritz in Austin, which is now the Comedy Mothership. So
Wow.
I had christened the Comedy Mothership 25 years before.
You built it
and
from the
I
ground
did
up.
that one open mic, and then I didn't really do it again for a while. I was kind of bouncing around. I was doing more like weird stuff at bars and shit. And then like 2004-ish, I started meeting, like I met Chris Fairbanks and Martha Kelly and other people that were like around my age and funny. Because there was like an older scene that time that I did it. I was like, I don't know, these guys don't seem to like me, and I don't think they're that funny. So I didn't really do it. I didn't stick with it. But what was any real shit balls last night? What was the worst joke you heard?
Hecklers.
Uh,
No hecklers.
Oh, no
like I mean, just open
there
mic
was.
comic.
I mean, this is.
I don't want you to be mean.
No,
but
I don't.
you
I
have
don't
to be
exactly.
mean,
I
but
don't.
it's,
We filmed the whole thing. We're gonna put it out as like. I think we're gonna call it Open Mic Diaries.
Okay.
With the idea of going into these dive bar open mics to film them and just show you the slice of life that's going on inside these joints. But there was a woman who her knockers were so big. And,
comedian.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I mean, it looked like she had, saggy bowling balls off the front of her chest,
Uh-huh.
And she did this line about so my ex played for the San Diego Chargers, and if I did something wrong in the bedroom, I would get a 10-yard penalty. and sleep on the floor. It was
Okay.
like a very confusing
Yeah, yeah.
thought, but I didn't hear a word she said.
Oh, because you were just staring at the knockers. How old of a lady
knew
was
what she
it?
was doing. Yeah.
She was probably 60.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
I think I found the number, the place where you did your open mic. Should we call them?
You should totally call them,
Oh,
please.
shit.
And then we'll
Ask them how comedy night went last night.
Okay.
Yeah.
See how that goes. Did you ever try comedy, Stephán?
Man, I've pondered on it, man. I feel like I have my moments where I would find some nice little snippets, but to express. But I couldn't do it like the professionals.
Hello.
Hey, how's it going? This is Brendon. I used to go in there all the time.
Okay.
Uh,
How can I help?
did you guys do a comedy night there last night?
We do a comedy night every Wednesday night.
Oh, okay. How did that go last night?
I don't know. I wasn't here.
Well, did you ever hear the name Mikey Kampmann?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
Have you ever heard of him? Because he
No.
he was supposed to go to the comedy night, but he had the date wrong. So if you don't mind, he's
Next
just going to
week.
do a little bit of he's just going to do some of his jokes for you now. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome
I don't
to the stage,
have time
Mikey
right now for that.
Kampmann.
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I hate to
Okay,
interrupt
just
you.
yeah, just a
Hi,
couple-
good evening. Thanks for being here.
She didn't have time.
No mercy.
It's like the middle of the. She has plenty of
man.
time.
Yeah.
She's standing there by
Trust
herself.
me. Yeah, there's
Caught her in a bad day.
ah.
She was like, the last thing I need to hear right now is a joke. I've been through 3 venues already in the past half week. She's going through it.
Yeah. So what's your story, Stephán?
Oh man, born and raised LA. I'm kind of a mutt, man. I'm a mutt in both my, my mannerisms, what I lean to educate myself on, and where I come from. I'm actually a proud Russian-speaking man.
Okay.
I was born and raised in LA. Never actually went to Russia. I've been all around. I did a tour of Europe when I was younger, but
You did a tour with your music.
no. One day, right? One day. But
What was the tour?
it was just
It was like a
pleasure.
trip.
It was pleasure. And it was Germany, Austria. It was even Jerusalem, that sort of thing. The Dead Sea, the Red Sea. It was a blast, man. Yeah, but I never actually set foot to Russia or my homeland. My family's actually from Uzbekistan, so kind of all over the place. I write Russian cursively. I speak it fluently.
Okay.
I use it when it's needed. You feel me? And but I'm a Cali boy first. I'm a Cali boy first for sure.
Is there anything you want to hear in Russian, Mikey? Any phrase or anything?
Yes. I want to hear, where do I take the panties now?
Where do I take the panties now?
Where do I take the panties now? Откуда я забираю? Oh man, panties though. Let me see.
Women's
Is
underwear?
there no word for panties? And
Might
There's
just be
got to be a
women's
word.
underwear.
There's got to be a word, but ironically, it's not popping up in my head right now. I know.
see, this is why our countries don't get along.
Yeah.
We're gatekeeping the information from you. Actually,
Can I go back to something you said like 15 minutes ago?
Absolutely.
You
yeah.
said in the humble states, you go by.
Humbly, my legal name. Yes. So it would be legally Stephen. If you go on my
Well,
ID
just-
right now.
Aha! I knew you gave yourself a name. Wait, Stephán, but Stephán is Russian,
Yes.
but you go by Steven at work?
No.
Where we called
At
you?
work, everywhere. Honestly, my day-to-day interactions with everybody knows me by Stephán. But my legal name, if you look at that, it's gonna be Stephen.
I'm
It's-
just
it's-
not buying this humbly in the United States shit.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
To what regard?
That we don't do that. Okay? Where do I take the panties now, Stephán?
Yeah. We could call a bra
You
store.
might need a beautiful Russian woman to teach you that on a night out.
What's your deal with you married, you dating?
No, man. Honestly, I've been around. You feel me? I've learned a lot of things in terms of romance, and I'm very much at that time in my life, humbly speaking, I'm very much in that time in my life where I'm trying to lock in, focus on myself, and after living a life of being selfless,
Yeah.
through
And
its
how
entirety,
how old are you again? You said
I'm-
you're 24?
I'm 24.
All right.
And being modest my entire life, this and that, I feel like I've spent too much time being selfless, and I haven't taken one moment to be selfish for myself, and like really take care of myself. And that's really the type of phase that I'm going through, I guess you could say, or at least my era.
Kind of a common theme with Gen Z is that I hear that a lot. I'm too locked in for a girlfriend right now.
Okay.
Well, you know what? It's a very broad topic, man. It goes back to, like how the dating scene is now, You look back and every generation has its own swivel on how romance plays out, It has its own taste. Every generation where like your family, your parents that got together, your grandparents, they got together through different means, different values, different motives sometimes, there was a different reason, there was a different way of going about it.
You flirt at work?
Yeah. Have you ever gotten laid from
Well-
a customer?
From a customer, no comment.
So
But
I guess that's a yes,
That's a
or
yes.
he's trying
But-
to act like
but,
it's
but,
hard to decipher.
I'll say
Stephán.
this: I definitely put my professionalism first. I feel like I've already lived that life where I'm pushing
I mean,
that
I
a little
don't-
bit too much.
Yeah, but you could give
But yeah, I mean, I don't want to knock your career, but professional. Like, I mean, you work at Journeys,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
how professional?
You'd be
I
surprised.
mean, it's not like
man.
you have to. I mean, obviously,
Yeah.
you can't walk around with your dick hanging out, but like you
right.
can
But I can come
like
out
a
looking
professional
like this.
attitude. Yeah, you don't
yeah,
have to
yeah.
be like. There's no
Well, if I go to
there's
Journeys,
no dress code.
that is a journey.
Mm-hmm.
I went there for a shirt. I ended up in the back getting banged.
Oh, you got banged
Yeah, that's a journey.
by one of his coworkers.
It's an adventure of sorts. Yeah.
So you may or may not have hooked up. I mean, why wouldn't you say that you hooked up with a customer?
No, man. I mean, it's not even.
You're not gonna get
It's not,
fired.
yeah. It's not even to an extent of that. It's just I don't like coming off a little bit,
Bravado,
Too
Can you
bold,
call-
sexual.
Will you call another store?
I'll call a different
and
Journeys
ask
and
if
find out.
if I say I just filled out an application, but I'm wondering if I get hired, am I allowed to sleep with the customers?
Okay.
Right. But that's the thing, it's definitely a different face, when you pull up to a Journeys, right? You guys have the image in your heads, shoes, almost a skate shop, but just no skateboard stuff, just shoes, and maybe the
It's
bare
just
minimum
shoes?
on some like just shoes.
Oh, I thought
And
it was
maybe-
more of a streetwear kind of
It
situation.
did give off that vibe for a while.
But why are people
But-
buying shoes or clothes?
You know why?
Why?
Because when they come in and they see Stephán in a all black Armani dealership looking outfit,
Wait,
they
you
change
dress
their
like a
minds.
car dealer?
I do, yeah. It's kind of funny, man, but it works. The charm really rubs off, man.
We're gonna have to make a video. We're gonna do
We get a lot of mamas in there.
an undercover secret shopper, undercover boss situation. Go check
I feel
out
like that would be a lot
Stephán
of
at
fun. That would
work.
be a lot of fun for me.
You won't know.
No, yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna call it Journeys in a whole different state.
Mm-hmm.
A whole different state of mind.
Journeys in the trick. How can I help you?
Hey, how's it going today?
Good.
Hey, this is Brendon. I actually have a guy from Journeys that works at a Journeys in Los Angeles, California, here with me.
Okay.
Pretty cool, right?
Yeah.
So we were maybe gonna do like some kind of exchange thing if maybe some like Stephán could come work at your store for like a week, and then somebody at your store could come out and work in LA for a week. I don't know. It's just something that we're kicking around, but we wanted to know.
Okay.
Yeah, do you think anybody would be up for that kind of
So-
journey?
Okay. Well, let me give you some the store manager.
Yeah.
Because she'll have more details on that than I would. So give me 1 second.
Okay. And hey, do you know who Jason Siegel is? Ah, she already put me on hold.
She went right to the dot.
Well,
yeah.
she's getting the manager, and that's the manager that they'll know.
She heard Jason. Hold.
She's Googling who Jason Siegel is.
How does this feel for you?
It's kind of an inception moment, to be honest.
We're inside.
So what's your like educational background?
So, it's humble. I went a little bit.
Hello?
Hey, hi, how's it going? This is Brendon from California. Journeys.
Hi, Brendon. This is what journeys are you calling from?
Well, it's one of the Los Angeles locations.
Okay.
And we were just curious if so what is the policy? I have Stephán here, and he works at the store out here. And we were curious, what is the policy? Is there even a policy on hooking up with a customer?
What do you mean?
So, like, Stephán's a pretty smooth kind of guy. You could say hi to Stephán if you want.
How's it going?
Oh, hi.
How old if you don't mind my asking, how old are you? Stephán's 24.
I am 22. I'm the store manager.
Wow, 22 and a manager. What's your position, Stephán?
Yeah.
Well, I'm a co-manager. You know, I've been looking into your guys' SOPs. You guys are doing great, phenomenal. I want to know if you guys want a co-manager to kind of run around, change things up, flip up the foundation. Get your guys, get the DM. Give them a little bit more eyes on you guys, a little bit more competitive pressure. Want to see if I could change up the store for you guys and come by for maybe 1 week and slide in and
It's a new program. It's Journeys to Journeys. And we're thinking about doing like kind of how they do student exchange programs, like maybe having Stephán come there. And now listening to Stephán, you could tell he's a pretty smooth cat.
Yeah.
And he has possibly hooked up with some customers from Journeys. And I was just curious, if you, as the manager of a Journeys, is that frowned upon?
It would be like taboo, right?
Like, are you if one of your employees hooked up with a customer, would that be terms for?
What is this regarding?
Well, the problem is
What
that
store are you calling from?
Stephán's been a great employee, but he's just sleeping with too many of the customers, and
That's
so we're
Mikey.
trying to.
What store are you calling from?
It's the Los Angeles. It's one of the Los Angeles locations.
What Los Angeles? What's the store number?
I don't know. Do you know the store number?
Completely forgot.
Yeah, I don't know. We don't know the number.
Unfortunately, I don't know for you. Okay, so I'm so sorry.
Well, but is there? I'm just curious. She don't know for me.
I like that phrase.
understand.
I don't know
Sorry,
for
Started
you.
losing her with the hookup. She was like, "Oh my god."
I
It was
mean,
kind
we
of
got-
nice
yeah.
how it was slipped in there at first and then
Yeah.
passed over.
That's what I'm saying. I was gonna turn into a whole different thing, but
I
seems
did.
like-
You were using good lingo, like in there. You were talking about sliding in and
Yeah.
DMs and.
man,
you're
it's
keeping
like,
I bet
professional.
Stephán has he has a voice and he has he can just talk. I think sometimes you're talking. I think words just come out sometimes.
absolutely.
And you
yeah,
can just
I was
keep.
rambling.
I'm curious how long he could keep somebody on the phone by just kind of.
Well,
not
that's
really
what I was saying from the very
anything. Yeah,
beginning.
yeah,
I
yeah.
could listen to you talk about anything all day.
I think, to be honest, Candy was just not feeling that sweet. Too.
Yeah.
How about
Just
the
not
word
feeling that
candy coming out of your mouth, bro?
I'm calling another Journeys to find. I just want to get to the bottom.
sweet. You know
of
what? Call it Vans.
Oh yeah, Vans. Are they looser?
Well, I'm not affiliated, so I could really say the most.
Journeys.
Hi, how's it going? This is Brendon. I'm calling from Journeys in Los Angeles. And I'm here with Stephán. He's one of the employees here, and he's been hooking up with a lot of customers lately. And I was curious what your policy, what your store. Are you the manager there or?
No, my manager's in the back right now. They're helping with the customer.
Are you up? Are you sure? What's going? They're in the back with a customer.
What happened?
Are they hooking up with a customer in the back?
No. Sorry, they're helping a customer.
Oh, okay. Now, have you ever hooked up with a customer?
No.
No. And is there any kind of rules about that?
Not necessarily.
Right.
At least in my personal morals as an employee, it's really important that you keep things professional between customers.
Yeah. Well, when they're in the store, but if you know, is it okay to give? I guess what if the customer initiates the hookup? Like if they say, "Hey, why don't you give me a call?" Or "Here's my Instagram. Why don't you DM me?" Or "Here's my Snapchat."
Sorry, I can.
You could Snapchat me.
I can give you my manager real quick.
Well, okay. Well, hold on. Before I want you to meet Stephán. How old are you, if you don't mind my asking?
I don't have to give you that, sir.
That's
sorry.
fine. Okay. Well, here's Stephán. He's 24. Stephán, this is an East Coast location.
Hello. Yeah, no, I just want to get a little bit more clarification on, because you know how it is with these Tasmans, you feel me? Like, just wanted to, ponder and kind of like nitpick your mind a little bit. If, let's just say we ran out of Tasmans and you really got to go the extra mile to really get those chestnuts, do you, how far would you go for a customer in that sense to kind of bring them what they need for that sale? You feel me?
Honestly, it's not.
Homie
I'll
to
let you
homie.
talk to the manager.
Who is that? Your manager in the back there? Hello?
Hi, yeah, sorry. My manager, I think, wants to speak to you. But
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna personally say, like, that is flirting rather than precision. I would say if you're flirting with somebody, that is different from getting a sale. Getting a sale is like having to have somebody like want an item rather than actually like instigating with somebody's personal relationship. But my manager is going to speak to you now.
Yeah. Okay. And are you still there?
Hi, how are you? How can I help you today, sir?
Hey, is this the manager?
Yes, this is her. My name is.
Oh, that's great. Hey, my name's Brendon. I'm the MOD over here. And you were
MOD from where again?
It's a West Coast Journeys. We're out in
West Coast Journeys. Gotcha. From another store.
Yeah, from another store. And we.
What's your store again?
It's the.
What's your store number?
I had a question though, because your employee that answered the phone, and this is kind of what we were calling about, was because we have Stephán here, who's an employee. You want to say hi to Stephán?
Hello.
And
hi.
So your employee said that you were hooking up with a customer in the back?
Now, who was hooking up with who in the back, if you don't mind me asking? Because I don't know what you're referring to.
She said that you were in the back hooking up with a customer. And that's I was curious.
Looking something up for the customer, you mean?
No, like hooking up with them.
Right. Can you tell me exactly? So my sales associate just told you right now that I was hooking up with someone in the back?
That's what I thought. I mean, I don't know if that's...
No, she said I was looking for something in the back for the customer. That's why I'm so lost what you're regarding to.
See,
if you didn't hear correct. I just wanted to make sure.
I'm confused, too, because Stephán has been...
I was looking for something in the back. So what exactly is this pertaining to, if you don't mind me asking? Because you're talking about hooking up, and that's nothing of that going on here. I don't do none of that stuff here. This is a job.
That's okay. Are you married or something? Is that...
Yes, of course. I am the manager. I'm the store manager here. So I'm asking what's going on because you're saying that I'm hooking up with someone in the back. We don't do that here. So I'm asking what's the call pertaining to.
Well, because Stephán has been hooking up. I'll let you talk to Stephán for a second.
No, absolutely. My
friend, of course.
My friend can get a little bit presumptuous. I'm sorry about that. But the fact of the matter is we were just conducting, I guess you could say, a little survey of sorts in collaboration with Journeys. And we just wanted to look into, just call a couple of stores and see if they have any, fair experiences where in some cases the associates might, flirt with the customers just to get a certain sale going, and if those practices actually help with our selling behaviors and that sort of thing. It's very much soft tone and very subtle. So definitely apologize for how brash.
Well, I'm
it might have
not.
come up,
And if I
but-
can interject, you can hear Stephán is a pretty smooth character, right?
Yeah.
So he's been hooking up with a lot of customers, and that's. I was pleased to hear, or what I thought I heard was that the manager was in the back hooking up with a customer. Because then I thought, oh, okay, that's fine, because he hasn't been hooking up with people at the store, but he hooks up with a lot of people who come into the store.
Now let me
Off-site.
stop you guys right here, because I'm gonna tell you this right now. I don't think my DM would actually appreciate this type of conversation that is going
absolutely.
on.
Right.
So
yeah, totally
Stephán,
not.
and your name is again what again, sir? From MOD, from
Brendon.
another store.
Brendon.
Fred, what is it, Fred?
Brendon. And
Brendon? Sorry.
Mikey's here too.
Yeah, I'm the assistant MOD. I'm
Hello?
just listening.
Mikey's my assistant.
Okay, Mikey's your assistant.
We
What
just
guys-
can't
what
lose
store is that
Stephán,
going
but
on?
it's becoming we just want to make sure that it's all good with everyone else, that practices are common here.
It's not common because that's not something we do in this establishment. And what store are
Absolutely.
you guys calling from
Well,
again?
this is we're actually in San Francisco.
San Francisco for Journeys Genesco?
Yeah.
Okay. And MOD stands for what again?
Manager on duty is what it stands for here. I don't know. What do you guys have a different MOD situation there?
No, it's called a SM. It's a store manager.
SN. Oh, that's crazy. Because like you're like East Coast and we're West Coast, so that's like that's one of the differences, I guess.
Would you consider taking
And I just
Stephán on if
remember-
we shipped him to you in exchange for a different employee?
Would you be interested in an
I don't
exchange?
think
No,
that
we
was a
don't
good
do that.
pitch. Yeah.
Yeah.
We do not do that. Unless you're talking to my district manager, then that's something you could do. Do you have my district manager's information?
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
Well, then
I-
you would have to contact your DM to get your information, and then you'll be able to do what you have to do.
Well, let me write
But I
this
can't
down
help
then.
you with that
Let me
because I'm
write it
just a
down.
store
So
manager.
I have to contact my district manager.
Yeah, in order for you to transfer employees, you have to contact your district manager. Your
And
district
that's-
manager
how
should
do
be
you
aware of everything
abbreviate-
you're doing, including this call.
I don't. How do you abbreviate that? District.
District manager, DM.
That would be B
DM,
B as in
district
boy.
manager. D as in district, M as in manager. And if you don't mind, dear, I'm actually just going
Are
to
you-
hang up
wait.
this call because you guys haven't gave me what is the exact reason for this call.
Well,
though?
we were calling
'Cause
to
you're
find
telling
out.
me that Stephán is hooking up with people, but that has nothing to do
Yeah.
with my store.
Well,
that's
let's
an HR
yeah.
problem.
Yeah. Well, that's that. So would that be an HR problem?
I don't know. You need to ask your district manager. Do
Well,
I see like your district manager?
I don't know. Let's just take a deep breath because it sounds like you're getting a little heated here, and we're not trying to get
I
anybody
am because
upset.
you're not telling me what the call is pertaining to. You're calling my store talking
okay.
about another associate is hooking up with people. That's an HR problem. That's not my problem.
It wasn't.
I'm a store manager running my store
and
on this
it's-
side of the coast.
Okay. Well, let's just take a. Do you want to take a deep breath real quick with me?
Would you like to end the call because there's nothing pertaining to this call that involves me at all? You don't
Let's-
even know my name.
No, and that's fine. And I just can we just take a deep breath and kind of reset here because I don't want.
But I
anybody
do have to get back to my store and I have to
That's
get back
fine.
to selling. That's the main priority during store hours. Unless this pertains to my name,
Yeah,
then
no,
it has
it
nothing to
doesn't.
do with me, my dear.
I know. Yes, thanks, and I appreciate that. And let's just take it before we get back to the customers. Let's just take a deep breath.
Okay.
You got that?
I took a deep breath. Now, what is
Okay.
it pertaining to the customer?
Now we
again?
were just calling this isn't a problem. We're not accusing anybody of anything. We just wanted to know
Right.
if if there's any kind of policy at your store about hooking up with the customers. Like if you would get in trouble if you hooked up with a customer, or if that's
Every
like not
policy
allowed.
is different due to every state, my love. You should know
Right.
this. If you would have to look into your policy, you would have to look into your policy. I cannot help you with this. You should be contacting your DM.
Okay,
You should
sweetie.
actually be contacting HR and store support, not another store manager.
Well, that's and we were just kind of reaching out, human to human. I could, Stephán has a pretty
Yeah,
good
it's
take on.
human, but it actually
'cause we're
becomes
all
this you can actually
connected
get in
here.
a lot of trouble. So I'm just letting you know.
The problem
you
is
should
that-
rather call your DM and your HR.
The problem is
Not
that
me.
that's beside the point, and I want
right. That is besides the point, Lovey. That means HR. Then you need to get to higher up. I'm not a higher up. I'm another store manager.
But I'm just, and also what I'm saying is like we're not trying to rock the boat or make anybody upset. And
you're not, but you're also putting somebody else's information out there, and I'd rather, like if I'm not even nowhere near this person, how can I tell you what it is in our laws over here and stuff like that? Like, you guys have different laws everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm not even from this area. I'm actually from a whole different state, but I run this store. So, like, every store is different. Every state is different.
And we can just take a step back. Stephán's going to calm us down a little bit about, do you want to talk about how we're all connected and,
No, yeah. I feel...
I think you guys would have a better chance talking to someone else, not me.
No, absolutely. And I'm sorry.
I haven't even been with the company for a couple years. I've been with the company for like a year. I think you should talk to somebody with more experience, actually.
I hear you. And absolutely, I agree.
You do, but you're not listening to me, my love. You're hearing me, but you're not listening.
Stephán's listening. I'm the one who wasn't. No, here, Stephán's good.
And unless for support, Janesco calls me themselves. My love, I'm done answering your questions. I appreciate your day. You have a lovely
This is me right now, love. No,
one,
I don't want to give you no trouble.
We almost got her.
No, she was a mama, man. She was a mama, yeah.
Well, that's...
I feel like, well, see, now when I say Journeys, it's not just any old shoe store, man. We're a little uptight. Our belts are a little tighter, like
it takes all kinds.
We're a little more professional.
What do you think a district manager pulls down a year over there?
Oh, man. In the East Coast?
It's probably way less on the East Coast than it is here.
Yeah.
Costs still 3 times as much to live here than it does.
Yeah.
And,
I immediately started thinking about the DM salary out here. And that's
what is that?
Different. Man, I would...
$100,000?
Maybe not. Maybe
probably not.
Maybe a cool, like, 75 bracket, maybe going up to 80. But I'll say this. Journeys, they're going to keep it professional, man. If anything, I don't
want to cause you any problems with your job at Journeys, too.
I mean,
when this comes out, we're going to have to hide your identity.
No, you're fine. If anything, I would definitely have a little more fun with the van stores. At least I do come from there, but I'm not with them now.
We could just call some I'll just call some some other shoe stores.
There is something there though with this, because Journeys is so much bigger than I realized. Like that's what I'm realizing on this on these phone calls. That this is a government within the United States.
I'll tell you, man. One district accumulating maybe 12, 13 stores. It'll be a 3
million stores in the United States?
No, $3 million store within a month, like maybe even less.
You sell $3 million worth of shoes in a month?
And we get commission, baby. Not one store.
Oh.
My sales associate said that I was hooking up with someone in the back.
That made me worried because I thought that lady's demeanor, I thought she was going to fire that poor girl on the spot.
But it almost got defensive, man. Maybe it really happened.
By the way, did you notice that when you're talking, her tone is, what do you want? And then Stephán, yeah, what's up? Hey.
Yeah.
Dude.
Start calling me love. It's that black mama love, man. You can't get enough.
Have you hooked up with a black chick before?
I'm going to tell you this, man. To keep it simple, I can't do white chicks no more.
Oh, wow. No more white chicks at all.
I can't.
Personally, that's my chick of choice. I'm in the white chicks, and I'm going to come out and say it. And I know that's not, I know that we have like all this Donald Trump stuff going on, and Elon Musk, and I don't want to come off sounding wrong, but I'm in the white chicks.
I don't blame you, man.
I'm not saying I'm not into other kinds of chicks.
Yeah.
But if you look at my
heresy.
My track record, it's about 90% white chicks.
No, I definitely love me my chocolate, man, my caramel,
So mostly black chicks you're hooking up with?
For the most part, I like to keep it on the Latina side. At least in LA, it makes it a little bit easier to...
Yeah, lots of Latina chicks running around.
Man, like the dating scene and just like the girls out here in LA are a lot different than, if you go inland a little bit. They're a lot more high maintenance, a lot more ego involved,
So were you talking like girls from the hood are easier to get along with?
You'd think so, but now
I wouldn't think that. For me.
There's a sense of pride. There's a contagious sense of pride that's polluting the air in LA, and a lot of people are thinking
Well, that's
You're
also the
too good.
wildfires, I think, is the
Well, and
smoke.
Well, yeah,
smog
that's
typically
important
is
to take
that
in as
too.
well.
But that's an interesting take on it's the ego in the air.
But
Yeah.
as a Gen Z kid, I'll definitely say like it's very much a new generation thing. Like it's just everything is so convenient to the point where it kind of dilutes the important things that we have to focus on in our head, and some small things such as pride and ego can also be tainted and kind of nudged into the wrong direction in terms of thinking the right way. He knows me so well.
You got the gift.
No,
You got
man.
the gift.
But truly, yeah, man.
You
You
smoke,
get- you could be-
smoke weed, right?
I do.
Yeah.
It is a vice.
When's the
It
last
is a
time you
vice.
smoked pot? When you woke up?
Yesterday.
Yesterday?
I've been disciplining myself. Discipline is very important. Like at the end of the day, that Mary J, it's helped me through a lot. But it is a vice. It is a drug.
Well,
I've
yeah.
noticed.
You want
know,
any
like,
mouthwash?
Yeah. What is? Are you chugging that?
Just drinking it slow.
Oh, nice.
You're making the Russian look bad right now.
Why?
That's all right.
No.
Now, does that gets you kind of fucked up, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's Listerine Fresh Burst.
It's Fresh Burst, but it kills 99% of the germs, which is the good part.
That gets you going inside.
Halfway into the session, we're gonna see him fall back on his chair.
We could call. I mean, have you? How long you been doing that for, Mikey?
It's just with the inflation, this is the cheapest.
And those of you just listening, if you watch the videos, go to YouTube. We have videos. A lot of work goes into them. So, youtube.com/videos. And I think you can just watch videos there. Or World Record Podcast. You look that up. Should we call I kind of want to call another shoe store and find out what their policies are. Now, is it mostly dudes buying shoes there?
No, it's all over the
It's all
place.
chicks, too?
And that's why, as
What kind of shoes you got? Like, I
Oh,
guess I
man.
could look at your website.
we got New Balances, we got Uggs, Timberlands, we got Asics.
Got a lot of open toe
We
things
got-
for what do you
We
have
we
for
got-
girls?
We got Birkenstock. The ladies go crazy over Birkenstock, man. It's tooth
Oh,
and
yeah.
nail. They'll bleed on the sales floor.
Now
for
that's
that
the kind of
stuff,
chick that you're going for, right? A
Some
Birkin?
Birkenstocks?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
I
don't
mean,
really
you don't
pay
see a lot of
attention-
black
chick.
chicks.
I don't
do
pay
a lot
attention
of,
to the feet too much. You know?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just.
Well, that was leading my next question. It seems like a shoe store situation. A guy who's in the feet. That's a good job.
Yeah, it's I mean, that's I think in the same way that vampires work at a
Blood bank.
blood bank.
Right,
Yeah.
right. I'm not even a crazy shoe guy like that, man. But it just kind of came to me.
Now,
California living, man.
Do you have one of those metal things that measures your feet?
We do.
Oh, nice.
In the bottom, yeah.
What do those things cost? I wonder. That could be like one of
Honestly,
those things that like.
Not too much.
Oh yeah, you can buy.
You would imagine, right? The company gets things like that in like wholesale.
Yeah.
It doesn't really come out the back end too.
Well, but
heavy,
it's a very specific thing. Like that's something that I could see. If the Pentagon was buying those metal foot measurers, they could cost $7,000 a piece. Because you're just billing this one company.
right.
Let's call. Oh wait, they don't have a phone number, or do they? No, this place doesn't. I'll call. I'll see if this place knows how much they cost. So you smoke weed every day?
I do.
Yeah,
Just about.
I used to do that.
But I started limiting myself like towards the end of the night so I could have a full day of, productivity.
Yeah.
Like just a clear head, this and that. I wouldn't mind.
Oh,
like,
so you only smoke it at
little-
night?
That's
Or
the
for the
new
most-
consensus I'm
yeah.
kind of instilling on myself, but
Well, yeah, you can't
Times
once
change.
once you smoke it, you can't. Like when I first started doing comedy, I was a big pothead, and I made a rule where I was like, well, I'll stop smoking by 5 p.m. if I have to do a show at 8 o'clock. But you're already ruined. You don't get better in 3 hours.
yeah, man.
Even if you stop, even if you only smoked at 2 in the afternoon, by 8 o'clock, you're still. It's not. You're not going to be normal.
That's exactly what I got tired of, man. Like you would smoke, like maybe let's just say I was smoking right now in the afternoon, the whole rest of the day. Maybe for the first 2 hours, like coming out at 2 p.m., like I'll feel lively.
Yeah.
But you know, given I have a whole shift after this going all the way up to 10 o'clock, I'm gonna look and feel a little bit.
I'd
not
be
shitty,
high as
but
shit.
not myself, you know. So,
You can be high as shit at your job, though, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
you can get away with it, but I prefer not.
Especially
so.
with the vapes now too. You just fucking go in the
Very
back,
convenient,
vape, hook up, stick that vape up. Do you ever use a vape as a sexual device on someone?
Oh man, that shit's going right in my mouth. The taste ain't leaving for another week and a half. You think your fingers are bad? You keep sniffing that shit after 2 showers. It's not going away.
I've
Imagine
done
how
the.
bad
You ever
is.
vape, take a big inhale, go down on the chick, you know, blow
Fill it
into
up?
it, and then it comes out her mouth.
That's different. Yeah.
Oh, right.
See,
Well, you'd have to create a seal. You blow it into the vagina, blow hard, and then it'll come. She burps it out.
she's like, hurry up, but I'm doing a trick. I'm like pacing myself. But yeah, no, it's very much give and take. Very much give and take.
See with this shoe store if they have those metal things. I think it's going pretty well so far.
Hello.
Hey, I think there's a little bit of an echo.
Okay.
That's all right though. Or is it on your end? Is your
I can hear you just fine.
Oh, that's great. This is Brendon. I'm from a different shoe store. Do you guys have those those metal things that measure the feet?
Yes, I do. Mm.
You guys have
I know what it is. Yes.
Yeah, you have those there, right?
No, we don't.
Oh, you don't. Damn.
No, sir.
How do you measure a foot?
How do you measure
don't.
someone's foot?
No, we don't.
Eyeball it?
No, just have them try a shoe on.
Okay. Right. Yeah. I have Stephán here. He works at a West Coast shoe store.
Okay.
Yeah, man, it's looking really bad. I work. I'm the store manager for this one store called Swishers. We basically sell like resell shoes and like Air Jordans, all that. Man, we are in dire need of these rulers, man. I just had 3 Latina women just like call me culero. They start yelling at me out of nowhere just because I can't guess the size of their foot. Like I just show up for an 8-hour shift. I just show up for an 8-hour shift every day, and they yell at me. They trying to piece me out like I'm supposed to be telepathic, and it's starting to get to my heart. It's starting to hurt. And we just been calling around trying to see if anybody could save me, kind of like ship some shoes. It's looking really bad, man. My pride, my ego, it's in shambles right now, man. Yeah, man. I just need some help.
Oops. So Stephán is he's, as you can tell, he's kind of a smooth operator.
For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/worldrecordpodcast. For the full uncut episode, head to patreon.com/worldrecordpodcast. Patreon.com/worldrecordpodcast.